Well, hello folks, my name's Ian and welcome to my channel. And welcome to part 2 of Ian playing in his shed. Thank you for the nice comments I've already had, and one of them in particular. I was a little remiss in saying that some of the things I get up to can have a certain amount of danger to them. Remember, I am a professional at taking things to bits, that is, not at putting them together. So bear in mind, whatever you see, might not be the right way to do things. Anyway, we did spend about 6 hours yesterday in the shed playing, and it's very hard to compress that down into 20 minutes. So there was a lot more, and another 20 minutes to follow now. But of course, today is Father's Day, and I've been given some Father's Day presents. The Big Daddy. Pilsner lager. And my son has brought me up and give me a nice Glenlivet. I got some chocolates from the daughter, and because she says I'm always talking crap, she got me some crappy toilet roll. It's a toilet roll which has got full of jokes printed on them. Now, they do, I've been reading some of these, well, and then it repeats itself, so there's only that many jokes. What I might do is at the start of within every video I do, read a couple of jokes off this. What do you think? You might be better hearing one of the two of the jokes first before you answer in the comments saying it's a good idea or not. Okay. This one. Why don't skeletons ever go trick or treating? Because they have no body to go with. Oh. What has more letters than the alphabet? The post office. I told you, they're bad. They're all as bad as that. They're worse. Some are worse. Worser. Oh, I've got one more thing. That's it. Give it a big kick. Right. About sums it up, doesn't it? Oh, and I've got some chocolates as well. Right, without ado, lazy day today, I think, really. So, without much ado, right, back into part 2 of playing in the shed. We stopped doing the dangerous things, went back to just breaking things up. Enjoy the video. I'll see you around in the next one. Well, I guess as it's Father's Day, I should be remembering my own father. This is the only photograph that I have of my dad in circumstances, and I think I will raise a glass to my dad. What would I be there? I'd be like 9 years old. Yeah. Look at the old car in the background. Oh, 45 years past, but never too far from my thoughts. Cheers, Dad, for everything you did for me. Back to the shed. Iron tub. Hey, my hands are getting dirtier and dirtier. Boosh, right, it is now 4:45 in the afternoon. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself playing. You've seen most of it. It's time now. I finished with electricity, so it's time now to have a beer. And I'm going to have some McEwen's Champions. It's a strong beer. Right, now then, I was in the shop yesterday and this is a damaged pack, as in the tins are dinted, so it was reduced. Instead of being £5.50, it's now £3.58, so 90p a can, so you can't beat that. Probably go everywhere. Nope. Right, speaking of cans, the other night I had this fax collector's edition, large, I mean it's large, I mean compare the size to that one, okay. Oh, it's a litre can, and it was pointed out to me, I think by the intelligent tinkerer, and I showed it and he said, that's a little the artist has kind of, this bow, he's kind of put it in a unique position, the other end of the bow, you know, and what the heck is that as well? How did this artist get away with that? Well, it makes it easier, doesn't it? Don't work scrap. End of the day, everything's been thrown away, hasn't it? Just thought I'd show you this too. So when I pull that tub out with the light fitting capacitors in, they were held up hanging from the roof with an hook. So that got me thinking, hang on, will that hook screw into there? It won't. But I could weld it in, which means I could possibly make a wind chime out of one of these cylinders, banging and clanging away all every time the wind blows. The neighbours will love me. I better not do that. What else did we get? We got this PC hard drive cage. We got oh, look at the size of that capacitor, a power supply, I would say. Got some M&Ms on. It could be a relay, and that blue thing could be a relay. If in doubt, give it a clout, see what's inside of it. And transformer. Right, we've got a PC. Intel inside. Windows XP, probably, and graphics by ATI. Yeah, Philips. What have we got? SATA. No hard drives. DVD drive. Let's whip these out. What have we got? I don't know, I'm so way out on PC stuff these days, I've got no idea. It does say on the VO40 version 3.1, and if I turn it over, that says MS VO40. I might Google it just for the hell of it. What's that? Anyhow. A TV, it's a TV card, and is that gold? Scrapping Irish? Is that gold? There's gold there, so that must be a Wi-Fi card. Yeah. Heatsink. Scrap. Moving forwards, just playing. So that was the TV card, and following that lead all the way to the front, I would also say it's a video capture card as well. Okay, DDR2 400 1 gig, so 2 1 gig sticks. We're gonna whip that off because I think she's got one of those big copper slugs in the middle of it. Oh yeah. So pull that off. Right. Okay, so that's going to have one of those big round copper slugs all the way through that, which I know I collect copper, but they're very good as a heat sink for when you're welding. So if I've got a hole in here, the biggest hole you've got to fill in, you can put that big copper slug behind it. Iron don't stick to copper when you're welding, so you can fill the hole in using a copper block behind it. So that'll be useful. And of course I've got some aluminium. And the rest of it, well, I suppose some of you lot will want to know what chips in here. Sausages. No chips. What chip? A ball array chip. A gold. Intel Pentium. I don't know what it is. Intel Pentium D 945 3.4 hertz. 945. I think that's a 4-core chip. I think that's what's inside my PC. Yeah, I'll have to check whether mine's 3.4 or lower. Yeah, now that I've just shorted it. Well, cleaning my bench is working, isn't it? Well, we're playing along nicely here, just passing the time. It's frivolous, I know, and I shouldn't really do it, but I'm enjoying myself. That's the main thing. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, they say. Right, so the motherboard will get stored in a secret location. I will take the coppery bits off, heatsink off. The battery's got to come off, isn't it? The battery's got to come out. Brute force and ignorance. Yeah, I'll take the bits off that I want, which is like, you know, the copper, the aluminium, and the rest will go and get stored somewhere. Might even take off the them silver bits, which everybody seems to save. And I have a tub full of them. I don't know who's ever going to buy them off me. Right, the casing. Well, that's going to come in handy because I'm going to fill it up with iron. However, I do kind of suffer a little bit, like, from OCD. Oh, before I do anything. So the risers, the motherboard standoffs are not brass, unfortunately. Okay, so I said I suffer a bit from OCD. That offends me. It's going to take time. I shouldn't be doing it, but I will. It's only held on with some rivets, so I'll just chip them rivets off and create that space. Total waste of time, I know, but for me it makes my mind feel a bit better.
that flat anyway. So, in fact, it will come a bit flat again.
I've now got a big empty case. See, told you I had OCD, so the outer covering's been folded over, hammered flat, and then bent over at 90 degrees to give me a lip. Plus otherwise it would have come out to here. Shoved in, wham bam, no problem. Okay. Phillips solid burn. Year of manufacture December 2005. Scrap. Scrap. What am I doing, you might add? What am I doing? Oh, you might ask. I'm putting a bit of curvature on it so it'll stick inside the iron tub a little bit easier. Might even put it in like I've done with those. Told you, OCD. Right, I'll do the same with that. We'll smash the plastic off, we'll take the electric motor out. DVD board, rewriter board. I believe those get weighed in as something, but for me, as you know, hang on, let's pull this out. Oh, gold flashed ends. Put it up there. Put all my circuitry over there. What we got in here?
Base brush bush. There's probably an easier way this. Any easier way.
But if there is, it probably involves more work. Now that's a bit of an oxymoron, isn't it? So that worked. I've got the electric motor off. Plastic. Right, on with this. Some sort of power board. I've unscrewed the MOSFETs. There ain't no screws holding it in, but if you kind of look on the edge, well, can I show you? It's slotted in 2 channels, so that must be a very, very tight fit. So we need to untighten the fit. How would we do that? With an hammer and the chisel end anyway. Hey, if in doubt, give it a clout. And this white stuff goes everywhere. That's heat sink paste. Right, some aluminum, aluminium. Right then, so, right, we'll take off the MOSFET and then we'll just turn it on its edge and then we hit it until all that black bit comes off. It's very quickly. And there we go, nice piece of nickel plated copper. Okay. If I wanted to, I'll even save the bits of legs that's stuck in there. Right, look at that. Goes everywhere, this white stuff, told you. Right, there was something interesting on here. I pulled it off. I pulled it off with the snips, and it was basically this little plastic sleeve. I've dropped it now, but there was two little legs sticking out the bottom of it. So I pulled it off, and it's just a solid bar, a U shape, but it ain't magnetic, which means it'll go in the brass or the copper. I guess it's just a heavy duty shunt or a fuse, I don't know. Right, I ain't carrying on stripping that at the moment. Well, we're pretty much there now, down to the microwave. I just thought I'd show you this. I ain't going to show you stripping a microwave. I've done that in the past. Every man and his dog's done one. Snobby scrap picker wants run a competition with how quick you could take one apart just using a screwdriver, nothing battery. But I've opened this one and it's actually got the instruction books inside of it. Not only that, it's got the date it was bought. Cash, 26th of September, 1999 or 98. Can't quite make my mind up. So, we're 1922, so 23 years of age. Could have been a year in manufacture, 24 years of age. Gotta be, yeah, just think about beryllium in this one. I would really only think about it in 30-year-old microwaves. No, you know, I'll think about it. I might just take it apart and show you that little bit. It's lovely and clean inside. I bet it even works. But I'm not going to plug it in, because if I plug it in, I'll put some power to the capacitor. No, and look at that. Stainless steel, non-magnetic stainless steel liner. They don't make them like that, no. The roof ain't, which is surprising because that's where all the steam goes. So you think the roof should have been stainless. Oh well, all for the cause. Well, time is flying by. I started this around about 1:30. So, how far have we got? Well, we've been enjoying ourselves, playing away. That tub's nearly full. I stripped the power supply because I do, you know, a lot of people don't. Good chunk of heat sinks in there, and of course you get a big pile of singles cables. I've been cutting the ends off the computer stuff, because when Everyday Solars went to that AWF refiners, they buy plugs. I've also been taking off the oscillators as well, so those will get saved. Building up a small selection of electric motors, fan motors. Take the casing off and I clip the blades off. All goes in the tub. I've decided I'm going to take this copper slug out of here. Not sure really how to do it. It's obviously pressed in, and pressed in that way because there's a shoulder on it. So if it's been pressed in that way, it can come out that way. Right, I've taken my angle grinder and I've just cut these brackets off. Right, then I've got my block with a big hole, so I can stick that over the top, stick something like that in it, and then just bang it hard. I'm sure there's got to be some innuendo there about banging something hard in a big hole, but that's not me. I wouldn't go that way. Do you want to watch? Well, before I can start banging me thing in that hole, my beloved's brought me some sustenance. So I'll eat that. I'll go back listen to some 60s stuff. Look at them for chips. Bloody soggers, aren't they? Look at that. That's a sogger of a chip. And I've got some healthy stuff as well, and still got some champions to drink. Right, let me eat that, and then I'll have my strength up for banging. Well, I really don't know if this is going to work or not. I've probably only ever done one of these before in my life, and I think I just cut it in half with an angle grinder. This time I want that copper slug. As you can see, we're getting some movement. Just needs thumping harder. It's coming. Yeah, and so's bloody Christmas. Keep going here. I could be deforming the copper inside. I could be making it swell up. I think we're nearly there. I think. Keep going, Ian. Keep going. Hey. One quite chunky copper slug for welding purposes. Okay, a final recap. Okay, that worked out well. Microwaves all broke up, squashed up, compacted. Two of the fire extinguishers are full. Okay. We've got a bunch of copper, another motor I've yet to strip, and chokes I need to break up. We have a bag of miscellaneous bits I need to extract brass and copper from. Aluminium, quite a bit. Surprised how these capacitors mount up. The carriage clock turned out to be, as I suspected, extruded aluminium anodized to go gold covering. Thought about keeping it, making a clock with the mechanism, but click spring I ain't. Pile of motors, pile of brass. Oh, I got me copper me copper block, I need that. Pile of singles with all the ends cut off. I've got like all the micro switches that's got silver and copper in them. The microwave or the magnetron just look like any other magnetron that I've ever taken apart. The transformer, I'm gonna say at the age of it, it's probably copper and copper. There's the clock mechanism. I'll open it and have a see what's inside. Well, I'm gonna Google that. I want to know whether it's a motor, but with 3 tappings on it, makes me think it's a potentiometer. Right, couple of M&Ms, oscillators, gold ends, all the MOSFETs are in there, and the gold computer wire ends are in there. Right, some more fuses. Thank you very much, Raphael and Ralph. I'm collecting some odd bits for a guy. He's got a little project going. I think you'll know who I'm talking to you. Well, I think things like this will just meet your needs on there, and these with the finials off the top of the carriage clock. So I'll throw those in that bag which I'm collecting for you. Right, the central heating pump. I'll just start to tell you this. So you take that apart, you know, and you get this stainless steel device comes out of it. So I don't know if you know this or not, but you slice the stainless steel, or in my case I go round it and pull the end off like that. That's stainless. The other bit somewhere, it went pa-ding and it went under there somewhere. Inside that, which people probably just throw away, is copper. Now, it's like, I don't know, what I have in there somewhere. The rotor out of a motor, where it's the copper goes through. It's that really. It's that, but on a smaller scale. Okay. And the copper goes through all those little holes to the other end. I think it's to stop eddy currents or something like that. But not the easiest thing to separate, but I found out if you throw them in a fire, get them hot, you can, the ends come off quite easily. Right. Whoosh. And I managed to separate the stainless steel liner from the microwave. All in all, a good play. A good play indeed. Circuit boards. Still got the like yellow M&Ms on and the blue M&Ms. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, I say, all in all, a good play day. And tomorrow, better get back down to business. Oh, one last thing, and yes, inside a microwave you usually have a lamp, a bulb, a light, and yes, I do take the brass ends off them. Of course. So there we go. That's Ian playing in his shed. I haven't got half the things done which I said I would do. But I've been happy, I've been playing. I'm just going to go now. The trolley, that'll have to be tomorrow. Ian in the shed, thank you for watching. If you stayed till the end, that is. I know it was a little bit of a mishmash. And I didn't electrocute myself. That's the main thing. That would have been shocking. Dad joke, sorry. See you all soon. Take care. I'll take more care than I've been taking.